Becoming lean will change your life. In this video, we'll go over what becoming lean did for me. So I used to look really soft. I used to look round. I used to look kind of flabby, right? I used to look with a chubby little acne-filled face, okay? Then I got really lean. Like I'm probably about 10 to 11% right now, okay? I want to get even leaner, okay? Also, if y'all want to see a fat loss guide, link down below. But yeah, like I'm saying, we'll go over my experiences in this video. I got super lean. And I'm not stopping until I reach 150 pounds. I'm 5'8" for all you guys that want to know that. So I'm 5'8". I'm working to get to 150 pounds. I'm about 154 right now, so I'm almost done the cut to getting super lean. I want to get about 9 to 10% body fat, okay? So let's go over what it did for me. I was low energy, constant brain fog, then I got finally lean, okay? I'll show you a picture here and now, okay? That is my transformation. So let's get right into what becoming lean did for me. Number one, gotta fix the hair. Gotta look good for the camera and the boys, Number one, it led to me cleaning up my diet. And what does cleaning up your diet do? It compounds into a lot of different things. It compounds into all these other things that we're gonna talk about in this video. But cleaning up your diet is one of the hardest things to do. Why is that? Because everybody has a bad diet. Everybody. Just about everybody I know. I don't know anybody that really eats clean. Me and my friends are probably the cleanest eaters that I know. My family eats bad, society eats bad, and everybody's fine with it, right? As soon as you start eating clean, guess what? You're weird. How backwards is that? You eat clean and now you're weird. But you go get McDonald's, you go get Raising Cane's or something, that's normal, right? It's very backwards. It doesn't make any sense. We did not eat like this for freaking our entire lives until the modern era. And now like eating clean is like it's weird. It's weird. Oh, you want to skip the McDonald's, you're weird. You want to eat your meal prep, your ground beef, your ground turkey instead of McDonald's, you're weird. Right? I mean, it's really backwards. I don't understand it. But, cleaning up my diet, I began to take care of myself, and this compounded into all these other things right here. But cleaning up your diet is one of the hardest things to do. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty hard. Because, like I said, everything's backwards with society and the way we eat, especially in the U.S. Okay? So, number two, this taught me a lot of discipline. Like I said, it's very hard because it's nobody else is, eating like this. And then what else? Becoming lean teaches you a lot of discipline because nobody's lean like this, all right? We live in a society where it's okay to be freaking fat. Like, fat is average. Why do you want to be average, right? Everybody's fat. Everybody's chubby or fat, right? Even the people that you think are like healthy and dedicated to the gym and stuff, they're chubby, right? They're chubby. They're not healthy. They're not lean, all right? Because it actually takes a lifestyle to actually have the discipline to live it out and actually get lean. My bad, boys, I'm parched. So yeah, this forced me to level up in other areas of my life as I got leaner, right? So getting lean teaches you a lot of discipline. All right, number three, pretty obvious, right? When you get lean, you look 100 times better. All right, it's kind of like, I don't know, I look freaking sick now, right? Like, I'm proud. I genuinely feel proud of what I've been doing. And it's not really so much the look. It's more like the discipline to get to this look. It's the process of it, right? It's insane, like you become a different person during this process, right? Like, it's not easy to do. It's not easy to do to get this lean. It's not. Even though we're naturally made to be like this, and if you just clean up your diet, you'll probably get here pretty easily. And then you have to track the calories, whatever, all this stuff you gotta do. Dang, I'm really parched. But yeah, I look freaking sick. My face is getting chiseled. My body is looking really good. All the muscle I've been building over the years, it's finally popping now. Like, I've always I've always kind of had like a nice little build, but the like how I look now is absolutely sick compared to how I looked 5 months ago, 6 months ago. I've never been this lean in my life. Maybe I was when I was like a 13-year-old going into high school, okay? Maybe I was this lean 13 years old, right? Then I got kind of chubby eventually in high school at one point, and I got kind of lean, I was kind of lean, and now I'm like, I'm shredded, all right? I'm shredded, and I look freaking sick. All right, number four. I feel much more athletic and mobile. I wish I knew this when I played baseball. I made the mistake of following the advice I seen online, and yes, of course, having some weight definitely helps with being a baseball player. But for some reason, weight on me does not feel good. I remember in college, my best season ever was when I was my lightest. My best seasons ever were when I was my lightest, okay? I was light in two specific seasons, and those were my two best seasons. Okay? Whenever I was going through a bulk and trying to maintain higher body weight, higher body fat percentage during the season, I just wasn't as athletic. I wasn't as mobile. Okay? I'm naturally I'm somebody that can't touch their toes. I have to work for that, like really hard, consistently, day after day. I had to work day after day to touch my freaking toes, okay? I don't think that's normal for somebody my age, especially since high school I've been doing it. All right, I've had to work to be really mobile. And as I've gotten lighter, I've realized my body's naturally more mobile. I can move more. And during the season when I was really light, I could actually get down deeper for a ground ball. Go figure that was my best season ever fielding. My best season ever fielding. Go figure that was my best season ever with range. Go figure that was my best season ever with just feeling good, okay? Just feeling good. Now, don't get me wrong. In athletics, you do want some weight, right? You do. But for me, like I guess it's very person dependent. For me, I felt much more athletic and mobile. Okay, that was number 4. All right, number 5. I have something most people are not willing to sacrifice for. You behind this camera, you probably can't do it. No offense, you probably can't. How many people do you know is 10 to 12% body fat? Especially over the age of 20, okay? Now, I'm not saying 20 is like, 20, you're still in your youth. You probably got, like, you're naturally pretty lean still, right? But, I mean, you look at a lot of people around me, 23. A lot of these people have already put on a lot of fat. A lot of these people, like, it just inch up year after year after year. From 18 to 23, a lot of these people put on, like, 1% body fat each year. You don't really recognize it, okay? 5 years later, you're 5% body fat higher. Do you realize how much 5% body fat is? It's a lot. It's a lot, okay? And it creeps up on them like this, right? They don't even recognize it until just one day they just realize, oh, I'm chubby, right? And then they get chubby, guess what? They go through their little phase of, oh, I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to go work out. Doesn't work out, doesn't pan out because what? They don't have the discipline and stuff, right? And that's what being lean has taught me, a lot of discipline, all right? I have something a lot of people are not willing to work for. And you have to know, listen to this, okay? I was always known as the lean guy, especially in my gym. A gym with a lot of people that are dedicated, show up daily. A lot of people are very consistent at my gym, right? I was known as the lean guy. But this is me at like 14 to 15% body fat, okay? I was lean. I guess 14, 50%, that's pretty lean, right? Pretty lean. Leaner than average Joe, right? But that is not lean like that. That is not six pack. 14, 15%, I had like a 4-pack, okay? And I had love handles. All right? Everybody holds their fat differently, don't get me wrong. But like that's the bar. 14 to 15% body fat. I'm the lean guy in the gym. Now don't get me wrong, I did look like leaner than most people in the gym, right? But it's only because most people are freaking 18% plus, 20% plus. All these guys you see in the gym, they're like 20% body fat plus. They're big, don't get me wrong. A lot of them, some of them do look big, but you can't see veins. You can't see their muscle definition. You can't see abs, all right? Because they lack the discipline of a good diet. They lack the discipline to actually get lean. They lack the discipline to actually eat at a calorie maintenance or calorie deficit that actually get them lean, right? Now, is their goal to get lean? I don't know, but I don't know. A lot of these guys never been 10% body fat in their life. All right, you can't say, oh, I don't feel good at that range if you've never been there, okay? They cope and say, oh, I don't want to be that skinny. All right, I mean, who knows? Give it a try for yourself, all right? But, I felt these benefits going from about 14 to 15% body fat to where I'm at now to about 11 to 12%. So that's not that big of a difference. I went from 168 pounds at the start of this cut. Now I'm at like 153 to 154. That's only about 15 pounds, but it's a lot. It's a lot, trust me. Especially on somebody that's shorter. I'm 5'8". Somebody that's shorter, it's a lot of weight, okay? So imagine how like these people that are like 20%, 25%, imagine how they would feel going just to 15% how I was when I began. Then imagine them going to 11 to 12. They'll probably feel the benefits even more than I do, okay? Because I was lower energy, had brain fog at 14 to 15%, and I'm assuming that's probably because of my diet. It wasn't locked in. I was eating a little bit of junk. Every other day I would go eat out and stuff like that, right? So imagine these guys going from 20, 25%. Imagine you going from 20, 25% to 11 to 12%. You'll feel freaking sick. You'll feel much better. You'll look freaking sick. You look in the mirror and like, damn, I have abs like that. My muscles pop like that. I'm telling you, it feels so good. It feels so good. All right, number 6. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of y'all might not like this. Some of y'all might not think this is a benefit. But, girls, all right? A lot of y'all might actually think this is a huge benefit. I think it's a benefit for sure. Girls actually desire you when you have like this nice little physique like this, okay? They actually desire you. Now, is this like whatever? I mean, it's for you to decide. Me personally, I do enjoy it. But yeah, I personally do enjoy it. That's about all there is to it. But trust me, me at 14, 15%, and me now at 11 to 12%, a lot more choosing signs, a lot more attention, okay? Just put it like that. All right, and that's 6 things that I noticed about my physique in my life since I became really lean, okay? Since I've become really lean, sick cunt status. Like I said, now if you're somebody that wants, let's get this thing out of here. Like I said, if you're somebody that wants to build a nice aesthetic physique, that course is already completed in the school community below, all right? We also have a fat loss guide in there that I am currently working on. So if you're interested in either of those courses, you get instant access to both of those as soon as you join the group, okay? If you're interested, join. All right, I promise you, it'll save you a lot of time. It'll teach you step by step on what to do, and it'll help you through your journey of like tips and strategies to get through little things, trials and tribulations, and strategies I use to get through them. Okay. If interested, link below. Like I said, I promise it will help you. All right, and I really hope y'all like just, I hope this inspires y'all. Okay, I'm not doing this to brag to y'all. I'm not doing this to toot my own horn. I'm doing this to inspire y'all. All right. I'm not trying to like, oh, I'm better than you, okay? I'm more disciplined than you, yes. But you can do this too. It's just say no. It's one thing to say it, all right? It's one thing to say it in the moment. Oh, I'm going to get lean. I'm going to get 10%. A lot of people say that. Oh, I'm going to get abs. A lot of people say that, right? But that's just, it's fickle. It's fickle. I mean, as soon as you have that urge to go get some McDonald's, you have that urge to eat the Oreos, you have the urge to drink some soda, right? That's the moment when discipline kicks in. That's the moment when you have to learn to say no, okay? So, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all inspired. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm out. Peace.